So after you've thought about your customer archetype, you've sculpted all of these potential product ideas, you've started to vet some of them qualitatively and with some data, it's important to start thinking about branding. And what do you want your physical products brand to be and represent? So the purpose of this video is to really understand the framework around building a brand, specifically around the Amazon Marketplace and what that looks like. The reason I bring up the Amazon Marketplace is a lot of people think of branding in terms of the big brands, right? Super Bowl ads, these large, iconic, multi-decade brands like Nike that have been around for a long time and really kind of mastered getting the consumer mind share across the US and frankly across the world. Amazon branding is different. It's not necessarily a big brand approach, right? We're not running ads. We're not trying to get a bunch of impressions. There aren't going to necessarily be a significant, percentage of the population that knows who we are. That's not the kind of branding that we're talking about here when we're sculpting a physical products brand for Amazon specifically. We're really trying to create a brand that has a split-second emotional reaction for customers when they're searching on Amazon, or if they're searching on direct-to-consumer, or if they're in a retail store, etc. You really have a split second. And you aren't going to be a big brand that's run ads and that's necessarily going to be well known. So you've got to somehow resonate emotionally with the customer that says, hey, this brand and this product makes sense for me. Like there's something about it that's different than the others and really resonates. And so to do that, we really need to have a name that stands out and really kind of aligns with who we're targeting. We've got to have visuals that are different, specifically visuals that are different in the context of an Amazon search page as a customer scrolling down. And I like to call this just a vibe. I know it sounds kind of cheesy, but really just kind of a vibe that aligns with the customer who's searching. That's something that's different, that stands out, and just kind of feels right to the customer archetype that's actually searching for that particular search term to find a product on Amazon. So let's just look at a generic example of vitamin D, right? If I'm a vitamin D and I'm just kind of scrolling down, and let's say that I'm a healthy mom, what on this page speaks to me? It's like all the same, right? It's all the stuff that we've seen at vitamin stores, at grocery stores, nothing's really different. But hang on a sec, what is this? Like this one's a little bit different. It's clean. It offers some intrigue. I don't know if it's quite for me yet. I just know that it stands out a little bit from, okay, and then, hey, look, there's like a mom. That kind of looks like me, like a cool mom. There's something different here. It's looking about quality ingredients. It's not just another Amazon brand. Something about this different. Then I go ahead and click on the store. Okay, this is totally different, right? This is different from anything else I've seen. And it's interesting. Now, all of a sudden, as a cool mom, so to speak, you've got me. You've offered me something different, even though it's well down the page, page 1 on Amazon Organic Results. It's something that catches attention. This is what we're talking about when we're talking about branding on Amazon. Have I ever heard of Thorne before? No, I haven't. Maybe the moms have, maybe they haven't. But there's something about the aesthetic, the name, the way it was presented, mainly in the context of other ASINs and products that are on that page that made me want to click. Once I've got a click, then I have the opportunity to draw the customer in with other visuals, with my copy, with my storefront that speaks to them in a compelling way. Here's an example just looking at our golf travel case. If I'm scrolling down here as a golfer, remember I'm a golfer, this is my first search result for a hard case. Boring. First of all, the brand name's SKB. What does that speak to me, Mark, as the golfer archetype? Probably not a lot. Now, there's reviews and other things that kind of are on here that will help me, but really that's not aligned with me as the customer archetype. Scroll down a little bit here some more and just going to see what else is on this page. Again, all black, all kind of look very similar. Nothing crazy compelling that's really drawing me in as a golfer. This is all about utility, right? The only one on here that I see with any kind of branding is this Caddy Daddy. So Caddy is obviously oriented around golfers, but look at the images. Boring, right? Black and white. Really features, benefits, no emotion to it whatsoever. If I click on the Caddy Daddy store, okay, it's clearly targeted for golfers, but do I think that's cool? Is that premium? Is that something that I'm willing to take my money on and put my $2,000 club set in? Maybe, but there's clearly a gap here as a customer searching on Amazon. So when we think about brands, again, think about the name that it's conveying, think about the visuals, how am I stopping the customer? How am I feeling different? And remember feeling. And I think that's a really important thing to think about when we're talking about branding is what feeling and emotion can you draw out given the sterile customer experience of typing on keywords on Amazon. And if you can figure that out and you can create that as a compelling narrative, even for a small percentage of searches, you can really find success on Amazon and you can start to build branding that matters on Amazon.